Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more My Hero Academia, you guys. We are going to some places on the show. We are getting in some really interesting territory here. I cannot wait to see where everything's going. Last time was really freaking cool and intense. And I have a lot of questions and concerns. And also I'm just impressed. I'm just very impressed by everything they're doing with the story here. I will just kind of briefly get into, because a few things came to my attention and or kind of had time to think them over a little bit more since last time I watched. So I'll just kind of briefly get into my thoughts in the last episode. Before I do that, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. If you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. All right, you guys, we have met the purple-haired individual from the theme and from the one little scene that we had several episodes ago. And I, for one, am very curious to know more about Lady Nagant. A lot of you are super pumped that we finally got to, have a proper introduction and everything. I'm guessing this is a character that's really fun and interesting, based on the way that you guys reacted to my reaction. And yeah, I would love to know what the circumstances were. So that was basically somebody that used to be in Hawks's line of work, which is kind of mind-blowing. And apparently Lady Nagant killed another hero. So didn't they say, was it the partner? Anyway, that's how Lady Nagant ended up in this situation where, we're in prison, blah blah blah. The quirk, I like the way that they kind of explain the quirk to us, is from a peer who really knows what they're talking about. This is what we're dealing with. That was a very interesting way to explain it. And as if the rifle quirk wasn't bad enough. And you can see how there was a lot of shock and surprise. Wow, Izuku's the only person who's been able to even get this far with this particular quirk, On top of that, and you guys actually clarified this for me, we have Airwalk, and I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Does this person have multiple quirks? Well, when All for One was here's your down payment or whatever, I just assumed he meant actual payment. No, he was giving a quirk, which really is so much worse, because that's not something you could get anywhere else. That's not you couldn't buy that with money. That's probably way more valuable. And it also is kind of interesting that we're dealing with, so while we're not necessarily dealing with Shigaraki at the moment, we are dealing with an enemy who can have multiple quirks. Can have, One for All is so powerful, and especially now that Izuku is tapping into it a little bit more fully, a lot more fully, because we saw the other two heroes who were sort of I don't know about this. They finally got on board. Izuku's really in touch with, I feel he's really starting to unlock what One for All can do, which is really awesome. But they're doing a good job of keeping that very level, because we're still dealing with someone who can use multiple quirks. I don't know. I don't think it's anywhere near One for All, because it appears to only be one additional quirk. But for someone who already had such a very lethal quirk that clearly they know how to use so efficiently, adding in another one, it ups the danger level a lot. I liked seeing a little bit of Izuku getting to work with this kind of top hero operative team. I don't know what happened to them, because I saw okay, I'm not losing it. I know I saw their car, the Gene Mobile, the Genus Mobile. Did it not get an was there not an explosion? Because I thought about that after I finished up the reaction. I'm oh my god, are they okay? So I guess, you know, put a pin in that because we still have to address that. I don't think they would take everyone out, but still something to deal with. So yeah, guys, I'm really super impressed with everything that they're doing this season, and I'm worried for Izuku, and I'm just the whole society is just so past the point of no return at this point that it drives it home even more to me to have Izuku just in there saying like, I will make this right. It's like, oh, you just really don't ever give up. That's just one of the many reasons why we love him, right? So yeah, guys, this next one's called The Lovely Lady Nagant, so I'm guessing we're gonna get to maybe know like a little bit more of the backstory, hopefully, because I'm very curious. So, all right, guys, without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we get started on the next episode of My Hero Academia? Let's do this. Oh! Oh, here it is. Speaking of. Oh, it's like, okay, of course it's like armored. No. Ah! Oh! Oh, and he's out. He's out. Oh. Oh, is that what you think? Is that what you think? He's determined. You don't want to deal with him when he's determined. Oh my god. He's like, I would do anything. Oh. He feels very responsible. You better run! Look at him! He's so imposing even now. Oh! He's like, you will have to put me in the gosh darn ground. What? He gave her an extra quirk. It's airwalk. She really was right behind him. Is that what they're trying to say? Oh, the range for the... Okay, gotcha. He's still got a lot up his sleeve. Yeah. Were you not told anything about who you were up against here? That seems like not a very good way to... Oh. Oh, right. They were talking about that. He was not planning on running. He's just trying to stall. I love it. We're hearkening back to that. What? Was that? Oh. He's not hiding. Oh! Right. I love that he's like in here actually trying to, whoa. Ow! Ooh. He's still trying to get to know his opponent. I have a feeling a lot has happened since then. Yeah, so he used like, oh, ah! Whoa, ow, 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 you need to get out of there, you need to get out of there. Killed so many in order to maintain the sham. Oh, saw a lot of corruption, okay. They were like actual... Oh. That's such a big part of it. You kept the facade going. Whoa. Oh. Oh, wow. That's messed up. Oh. Oh, and all you can see is the blood on your hands. Yeah, that's... Whoa. Yeah, like, is this all gonna help make the world a better place? Yeah, that's... They don't want you to think. They just want you to do your job. Whoa. Okay. Oh! And that is why. Okay. Well, I'm seeing her in a whole new light. Yeah, they... I don't doubt that. However, there are actual heroes. He's good. Yeah, he's got your number, or he almost does. No, he's learning a lot. He sees... I hate for him to have to learn all this, but it's not. It's not. Sadly, yes. That doesn't mean there's not good. Right. He's like, that is exactly why we still need good. There is a lot of awful... You're not gonna break his spirit. Yeah, he is like in the zone. Try to keep him distracted. Oh, shoot. Oh, of all the people to see. Oh my god! He's like fixated on seeing him again. Oh, she's gonna put someone else in danger. That's really low, but that is efficient because you know. Oh! Oh! Whoa, that's Fajin. Wow! 45%, baby. Yeah, that's inspired a lot of people. Ah! He did it! Holy crap! He's already gotten in the way, but holy crap! That's pretty freaking amazing. Right, doing all of those. But this time... So he prioritized? Is that what he did? Yeah! Oh my god! Whoa! It's like automatic almost. Are you starting to rethink your life? Wow. He's like, I got you. I'm not just here to save people I like. He's like, I read between the lines. He's always looking for the good. He's always looking for the good. And here he is reaching out his hand to you. Well, everything you just told him is exactly why we need heroes like him. You are a real hero. What is up? What is happening? What is happening? What just... Oh my god, don't tell me she blew up. You son of a gun. He made it so that she would blow up if she... Oh. So, at the end of the day, All for One was just like the Hero Society. He made it backfire on her, literally? No! Oh my god! Ah! Hawks! Hawks! They were there. Yep. Oh, wow. Is she even still... Yeah. Please understand that underneath all the awful things in this world, there is still good. No. You've been through too much to let it end this way. Yeah. No freaking kidding. You could see it. Because their hope hasn't been taken away. In 2 months. What? You're giving us info. You're giving us info. Thank you. Thank you for the info. Oh my god, please live. Please live. Who? Oh, it was too much. It corrupts your soul. Of course you had it up to here. Wow. Do you think he feels like actual remorse? Oh, baby girl. Yeah, remember Eri? You might want to apologize to Eri too. If you have any remorse. Wow. Whoa. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's freaking on. Oh, guys. Wow. I just don't even know where to start. I just don't even know where to start. I feel so bad for Lady Nagant. And of course it wasn't like she really killed a hero or a partner or something. But what kills me is that All For One did the same thing to her that the Safety Commission was going to do. All this, like, you're so burnt on one party in power that you go to this other party that wants to do a different kind of power, but at the end of the day, they're the same kind of scum as what you knew. It's same stuff, different day. Just smacking a different label on it, making it sound good. At the end of the day, it's all about the same thing. It's about maintaining power, or gaining, in this case, power, at all costs. And she was a casualty. And he made sure that there was a failsafe. Even he must have seen something deep down in her to want to put that failsafe in there. Don't you think? I'm not saying he's insightful like Izuku, but... Wow. Guys, I really hope she's going to be alright. Because she is not bad. And as Izuku is seeing, most things in life are not about good or bad. They're about the good and bad things that have happened because of an overarching corruption in society that breeds bad in people. Or the opposite. The overarching hope, love, inspiration that makes people act the way that they do and make good choices. And while the concept of maintaining the public image at the cost of despicable acts of violence, treachery, murder that the Safety Commission was perpetuating through Lady Nagant, while that is horrible, looking up to heroes isn't always a bad thing either, because Izuku had someone to look up to. Hawks had someone to look up to. A lot of the kids that we've encountered have had, All Might, that image of All Might, like Izuku's right, that inspired a generation. It wasn't just him. We've seen so many other kids, like even Bakugo, like be inspired by that image of All Might. So it's like anything else. It could just be very good and very bad at the same time. I get where she's coming from, that society can't stand anymore. It can't. And when Izuku was like, I will bring things back the way they used to be, I'm like, do we want that, though? Do we want that? Because there was a lot of bad in that, too. And it's interesting that, like, this all started from, like, a group of vigilantes. And just the whole, like, hero thing kind of, like, got really... It started with a kind of a small, basic idea. And then all of a sudden, everything became very politicized. And surprise, surprise, things went to heck. Now, I don't know how to remedy that. I'm not any kind of leader of any kind. So I don't have the answer for you on that. But if anyone can figure it out, it is Izuku. And honestly, the new generation of heroes. And a lot of people from the old generation, too. Or from the current, I guess, current and previous generations. Like, you know, All Might. He's still All Might in here, you know? Like, he didn't lose that. Speaking of One for All, what I can do, can we just take a second to appreciate the boss level that Izuku went to here? I love that they take it back to, like, everything up to this point has been so important, and that's the theme that comes back around so much in My Hero Academia, and I just love it. That, like, anything you've watched, you have not wasted your time. It is all going somewhere. It is all building. That training that we had way back, the parallel processing, that all is important. And we knew it was important for, like, quirks in general, but to think of, like, how Izuku would take that and use it later, I don't know if I'm understanding this perfectly, what he did, but it feels like what he did was he tried to use a bunch of them at once, and all of them blew out, like, blew a fuse, basically. What he ended up doing was, like, prioritizing. Give this 10%, give this 20%, give us 40%, give us 100%, give us, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that I'm interpreting that exactly correctly, but I feel like he was able to do that, and that's how he was able to pull off the, what was it called, Fajin? I think that was the name that they used, which was so sweet, by the way, and I'm just having the time of my life watching him expand all these powers and use them, and just really, like, we have fully dove in headfirst to the mystery that is One for All, and we're just in it now, and we're just using it, and we're just like, oh man, it's fantastic. It's fantastic to see all the cool stuff that they do, the strategy, everything they do with the quirks, the fighting. You know, I'm watching a lot of other series right now, and I know this is kind of like a very big, I don't want to call it a trope, because that kind of implies something negative, but it's a very big concept that's used a lot in shonen anime and manga. This idea of, like, it's not the power you have, it's kind of how you use it, or it's the determination behind it, or it's the heart behind it, or love behind it, whatever. I mean, it shows up in shoujo too. But I love that idea that, like, it's all how you use it. But even more than that, I just love the underlying message of this show. I really, really, really do. It's one of those things that, like, it's so ingrained in my heart because of that, like, everything else is just a huge bonus of, like, getting to see all the cool, awesome stuff and fighting and, like, oh man, I love the way it's told, the way that things come back and everything. It's just, it's a pleasure, you guys. It's really a pleasure, just all the way around. And I can't tell you just, like, how much this series has, like, moved me in ways, like, I can't even explain. And I'm just really, really here for it, guys. I'm here to see where it's all going. I am so sorry that Izuku has to see things about the reality of the world, but I love that he can see the reality and be like, this is why we need hope even more. This is not going to break my hope. This is going to strengthen my hope. And I'm just like, I love you, little man. I love you so much. All right, guys. I need to wrap it up. I need a snack. I need a hug. I need both. That was great. I hope Lady Nagant's gonna be okay, and I cannot wait to see where this is all going. It's just, like, more fuel for the fire against, like, wanting to get 0 for 1. Oh my god. I know like nobody's like totally evil, but man, I think he might be like, there are in some stories just somebody who just is so completely soulless, you know? That they're just they're just perpetuating that evil in the world. And that's all for one. He's a bad dude. We need to take him out. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, oh, please don't leave me now. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.